Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Moxie DIY in Java. I'm Michelle and I'm so glad you're here. Today I am participating in a Mother's Day brunch collab, which was going to have all different sorts of recipes that you can have for brunch on Mother's Day, or probably any day, but this one's all about Mother's Day. So my contribution is going to be a dessert. And I'm really excited for you to see how to make it because it's really easy, but it tastes really good. I don't know, I'm of the thinking where you can have dessert first. Grab your cup of coffee or your favorite beverage and join me in the kitchen. This recipe is an adaptation of a recipe from this cookbook. What we're going to do first is cut around 2 to 2.5 inch circles into pre-made pound cake. You can make your own if you want, but to make it easy, I bought pre-made. I didn't feel like lugging out all of my cookie cutters, so I'm just using this canning funnel, and it worked perfectly, as you'll see. Now we'll make 7 more rounds. And I will be sure to have this recipe in the description box. We're going to make 2 different textures of this chocolate. First I'm going to grate it into a fine, almost powder, as you can see here, and then we're going to roughly chop it as well. I could not find fresh raspberries in my area at all, so I used frozen and just let them defrost in this sieve on top of a bowl so they wouldn't get too soggy. If you have fresh raspberries in your area, then you can definitely use those. In fact, I would probably recommend those over the frozen. Now I'm going to add around 3 raspberries per round. Some of them had broken up into smaller pieces, so you'll notice later that I add a little bit more, but it's going to be roughly 3 raspberries per round. As I mentioned in the intro, this is a collaboration hosted by Sonia of the Domestic Diva cooking channel, and this is a Mother's Day brunch collab that will have many recipes of many different types for Mother's Day, so be sure to check out all of the other contributors. Now the original recipe also called for phyllo dough, and I could not find that in my area either. I don't know, there was a run on raspberries and phyllo dough, so I'm using puff pastry. As you can see, I'm just rolling it out to give myself a little more surface area, and then I'm going to cut it into 8 pieces. Okay, now I'm going to put 2 pieces of the dough on top of each other in a plus sign or cross, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just going to roll them together to not only attach them to each other, but also just to give myself a little more to work with. I'm going to melt some butter. That's going to pretty much be our glue. Now taking a round with all the fruit and everything on it, we're going to add the powdered chocolate that we made and the chocolate chunks that we made on top. The original recipe called for powdered sugar inside, but I wanted a little less sugar. And then I'm just going to brush the edges with melted butter. Again, it's going to act as our glue. And I'm going to bring all those edges together to create like a little purse. Finally, I'm going to squeeze all of those edges together as tight as I can to get them to stick. Here I'm just rolling out the second sheet of puff pastry, and we're going to repeat everything I just showed you with the final 4. If you're liking what you're seeing, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and liking or sharing this video. Now I'm just brushing them with the remaining melted butter, and we're going to pop them in the oven. Now, hindsight being 2020, I think next time I make these, I will put them in the freezer before I put them in the oven. I think it will help decrease the spreading and the popping open that you'll see later. They're going to go into a 400-degree oven for 6 to 10 minutes. Mine went for 10. As you can see, some of them did pop open, but that does not decrease the yumminess. They tasted really, really good. I think putting them in the freezer beforehand would help with that. And now we're just going to dust them with some powdered sugar, and we're done. And here they are. I think they would look beautiful on any brunch table, whether it's for Mother's Day or another special occasion. And I hope that you have enjoyed spending this time with me. I have enjoyed spending it with you, and until I see you in the next video, take care.